Hey, that looks sharp.
Looks like we're getting everything situated and the team's in the park now. Ready for our first match of the tournament.
Any opening remarks first?
Yeah, I'm just excited. This is going to be a first of its kind, you know? It's going to be something to remember.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is going to be our first ever 2v2 Rumble tournament hosted by Rumble K.A.I, the original, the legend, the everyone's secret sensei. This is the first one of these ever to be hosted. Am I right?
Yeah. And not only that, it's going to be the first Buckethead sponsored tournament. So that's also groundbreaking.
This is true. And I think just before we start our match, while everyone's getting ready, we should introduce ourselves. So, I mean, you need no introduction. I think everybody watching the stream knows who you are, but you are Rumble K.A.I. And I am Solly. I am here from a little partnership with Ringside VR, half of that casting team, and we're here to bring you, an exciting event, 2v2 Earthbending, competitive. This is revolutionary, but it's also going to be fun to watch, and I want to see some rocks fly. I want to see some hearts get broken.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting today. We got a lot of players ready to go. The lobbies are full, and we're ready to play.
All right.
Yep, it's going to be a US East Park hosted by Mojack.
Good. I think most of our players are going to be US East, but we've got players from all over the world. We've got Europe, we've got Australia, and even the West Coast.
And some of our players here are even from Canada.
Oh, the backwoods, but I'm glad that they finally got VR up there. Just kidding, I love Canada. Canada's great. Now, all right, looks like we're about to start. We have our ref getting both sides ready. We're zooming in with our cameraman. And once there is a launch...
The wrong team.
All right. Oh, looks like we have slightly different teams than the Caps. This is going to be Waran and Flame God.
Versus who?
I didn't see that earlier.
Niggly the Elf?
Yeah.
Niggly,
he was his partner.
Alright, we're off.
Alright. Right off. Ooh, it looks like we've got a little bit of a difference in style right off the bat. Flame God Waran going for a little bit larger structures and more defense. Whereas our other team, Heisen, are looking to throw light and fast objects.
This ought to be an evenly matched fight here. Both these teams are relatively similar in skill. I know both of them have been training hard for this.
For sure, but look like so far Team Waran and Flame God are pulling out ahead a little bit. It looks like they've just switched their strategy to focus on, I think that's Kaizen. Now we're going to see a lot of different strategies here. 2v2 Rumble is going to be different than 1v1, obviously. We're going to see people either try to gang up or, have these solo 1v1 battles. I think it's going to be very interesting to see who executes better on it.
It'd be really interesting to see if any of the senseis come out on top of this match.
Absolutely. Now, all of these people experienced high-level black belt rumblers. 1v1.
We got our first out.
One-on-one, put it back even, and now Waran ahead on life. How are we doing? Kaizen is looking like he's trying to keep his distance, try to keep safe. Warven taking his time. He knows he is in the advantage. And ooh, another good hit. Kaizen is in real danger.
He's hanging in there.
He is, for sure. Ooh, getting a little bit of damage in there too. Warven now knows he's got the win almost locked in. He's throwing those fast and light structures. He only needs to hit those two pings of life.
And a win by an avalanche. I gotta love it.
There it is.
Yeah.
That is classic Rumble. An amazing first round goes to Warven and Flame God. Warven absolutely carrying the team there after his partner got knocked out. We're going to set up for round 2, and let's see if Niggly and Kaizen can come back up with this and get this evened out. And we just hear Warven, you know, as he survived, he has to suicide so that he gets back to full health. So we're going to wait for him to respawn, and there he is.
All right, this is exciting. Mojack making sure the players are set. Team 1, Team 2. Get ready.
Our rep.
To rumble.
All right,
Oh, and some self-damage right off the rip.
Ooh. And just like in 1v1 Rumble, self-damage is just as dangerous as your opponents are.
Oh, both teams have a ball-heavy player. They both like to use that meteor move. It's pretty neat.
For sure. I'm very interested to see if we're going to see any 2v2 meta develop. Ooh, Warven's just raining those cubes down like a rainbow.
It's making me proud.
Ooh, punished a little bit for it, though.
Oh, penetrated right through that with the wall. Very nice. But Warven's changing directions. He's going for the other player. He's not concerned with heated Kaizen.
Ooh, and great strategy. Knock out for Niggly the Elf. Flame God fighting him one-on-one, and then Warven came to help clean up. Now they're barraging. I think that's Kaizen left. It's going to be a hard match for him. Let's see if he can make a comeback here. He is really in the Avalanche Simulator right now.
Indeed.
I will say,
he's hanging in there.
But he is hanging in there. He is using the movement well. He is avoiding as much as he can, and you know, not having a chance really to counterattack. But he was really doing well for defense, and that is it though. That, you know, rain of discs, you can't dodge them all, and that's going to be the match to Warven and Flame God, coming out strong and just seizing the first match of our tournament. All right, now we're going to get in for our little ceremonial raising of the hands winner style.
Gotta love the community. This is great.
Gotta love it. Everyone here is here to compete, but is also here to have a great time. And here we are, Warven and Flame God, super excited about their win. Very happy. Let's see how they continue this tournament. And yeah, it's just some good sportsmanship right there. You love to see it.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed with Heated Kaizen's performance. And Niggly as well. He's actually not been playing much. He had a broken controller for a while, but he made it back to the tournament, and he tried his best, and that's what counts here, you know.
Absolutely. You know, coming back from those VR injuries, whether it's physical or technological, can really, especially for a game like Rumble, where you know it's so about technique and practice, can really throw you off. So, good on him for getting back in it and really putting up a good fight.
Yeah, but I know Warven's stoked. He's been training hard.
Absolutely.
Good job by both sides there.
Absolutely. Now we're waiting for our next match to be set up.
And in the meanwhile, we have an intermission by FJ and Yogev.
Hello, hello. FJM12 here with my wonderful co-interviewer Annie Yogev. And we're also here with the winners for you know, you're amazing. We're also here with our winners of our first match. That would be Warven and Flame God. Congratulations again, guys. Really great match out there. Yeah, really great stuff out there. Super grounded match. A little pun for you. Warren, I saw that you were especially off to a strong start there. Was that kind of your strategy from the start? Was the gang up strategy? It seemed to work really well.
Yeah, you know, when they're looking at Flame God, I gotta pop some cubes in there, gotta pop some explode everywhere, you know. A little chaos.
Yeah,
Very nice.
absolutely.
And I noticed that you guys like went from two different sides on your opponents. Did you plan that in advance with these strategies? What happened there?
Actually, Flame God will tell you he's a right-handed man, and I'm a little bit more
Yeah.
ambidextrous, so we try and keep him on the right and me on the left.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
really
interesting.
cool.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Wow. Well, uh, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys again for joining us here. We'll go ahead and pass the torch over back to our hosts.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Bye bye.
All right, big thank you to Waran and Flame God, and thank you to Yogev and FJ for being excellent interviewers ringside.
Right on. Right now, we're getting prepared for our second match, getting all the players into the park, and we'll be underway shortly.
For now, let's just look at the beauty of these wonderful transitions and these great shots you got going. Yeah, this is our park where all these matches are going to take place, and really, you never see it from this like aerial view unless you know how to fly in this game. So it's a nice little change of pace.
It is a nice outside perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're looking at our shift stones, and this is going to actually come into play, and we'll have our interviewers ask a little bit about what the different players are choosing. If they're changing up their shift stone preferences for this 2v2 as opposed to how they would fight normally on a 1v1.
Yeah, I think that's the actual pretty interesting component of this whole setup. There's a lot of different things that can make it more random. Like you can have all the different shift stones.
Matches.
You can have the different play styles here. You got multiple players from potentially multiple different regions. You have so many different diversities in this gameplay. It's going to be pretty intense, but I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Absolutely. And what I like about this, no clear meta right now. So this is just pure experimental sport. And, it gives everybody almost an equal chance to find, a winning strategy. Very interested, too, especially in our last interview about, hearing about how people are using their actual physical skills. So people who have more endurance, people who have, are ambidextrous. These players are considering everything to get the edge. This game is very deep, very in depth.
Yeah, probably the most in-depth game I've ever played. Some of the way that the top players talk about the mechanics, it's just mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm. Very sure. It's not, I wouldn't call this directly a fighting game, right? We're earthbending here. We're not, you can't punch somebody with your fists, but you're definitely getting a workout moving your limbs around, and you're definitely, there's definitely like perfect, almost fighting game style, like, frame inputs and timing that you have to get to really maximize, your ability to win in this game. All right, stage is clear, and we are looking like we are set for our next match. Well, on the screen, they are fast and hard, which is, I think, very funny, and I'm going to call them Team Fast and Hard, because why not?
I think they modified their name just for this match.
You know what? I respect the commitment, and I appreciate it. The color scheme is going to make it a little bit easier to track them for us, so, and also for our viewers. So
Indeed.
White names Team Casa CJ, and blue names are Team Hard and Fast.
Fast and hard. I like it.
Fast and hard.
So you don't even know who they are. I wonder if they did this on purpose.
This is a mystery. You can't necessarily counter against them. This is actually some really clever strategy being implemented here. A little bit of a mind game thing going on as well. Team Double C is ready. Team Fast and Hard looks ready. Yep, getting everyone back on. We don't want any false starts here. Boom, and we are off. All right, a little bit of a slower start to this one, actually, although, ooh, CJ jumping all over the map, totally repositioning and changing the dynamic.
Oh,
Oh,
amazing.
What an amazing grab. That was well executed. And those good counter plays, like that's already half of I think that's Hard's health. So this is going to be a tricky.
Oh, he snuck up from behind him.
Snuck out, ring out, but we got back in. So just another rule for this tournament: anyone who is knocked out of the ring for more than 3 seconds will be eliminated.
Yes.
And that is up to our judges' ruling. However, looks like everyone is getting back in time. All right. And now this is an interesting scenario we've got here. On the one hand, we have one team that's pretty low, but on the other hand, we have a team that just lost a player and another player at full health. So they're both low, but now it's a 2v1. So let's see how that goes. Oh no, a little friendly fire.
Oh, they're getting pretty low. Count them down.
Low,
2. Easy.
3, just barely got it back in time. And great defense, although they are both using a barrage of attacks and explosions to both keep Casa out of the match and getting him constantly damaged.
Casa might have a chance
Casa
if he
having
can dodge that
absolutely-
wall.
For sure, but Casa is just having a hard time dodging the hard and fast barrage from Team Fast and Hard. And there it is. That is the match. So we are seeing there is a huge advantage to having your partner still in there. Right, round 1 going to Team Fast and Hard. We are resetting for round 2. Now, I don't think, despite everything, I think Team Kaza and CJ had a chance there. I think maybe they should have focused on one of their opponents instead of trying to, enjoy that 1v1 matchup that each of them were doing.
Yeah, it looked like in the
I
beginning
really
they were
noticed-
almost fighting back to back as opposed to Fast and Hard, who split the route and kind of came at it from 2 different sides, So maybe there's something to
Yeah,
that.
for sure. No, you point out a really good thing. Fast and Hard really took advantage of the mobility and positioning on the map. We had them jumping across the whole map in that first, few seconds. Very interested to see if it's going to happen again. All right, Mojack getting our teams ready. And we're off! Round 2. They're not getting as aggressive as they were last time, but you can see they're really pushing in the map, and they're trying to keep all of the structures and debris over on Team C and C's side.
Well, while they won last round, it really wasn't as close. Casa had a chance to come back, and I think they know that.
For sure. Yeah. Right now, this match going very easily is very even as well. Hard half health and CJ at half health, but Kaza and Fast are still basically full. So I wonder if we're going to see anyone start ganging up on the low teammates. Ooh, and a bit of a switch here. Team C and C look like they're trying to take the spacing.
Oh, they might take this round. They can take out Fast or Hard. Level the playing field. 2v1.
For sure.
They can bring it home.
All right, we're getting.
Oh, there it is.
CJ
There it is.
also
There it
low.
is.
Oh,
Oh.
double elimination, unfortunately.
It's all on the line now for Casa. He's got to hold it
All
down.
right. This is to stay alive in the tournament and in this match, in this round. Let's see if he can do it. Fast, though, playing a very controlled and defensive game, I gotta say. Very, very patient with his structures, not spamming too much. Kaz, on the other hand, really just trying to get, you know, get up to structures for defense and offense.
Oh, that wall came up just in time to save him from that headshot.
I know, really just like perfect pinpoint defense going on. Some of the counters and defense that these players are doing.
Looks like we
they
got a
have a little
timeout.
technical issue. And we're going to check with our ref for a ruling on what exactly happened. Maybe we're having a little technical issue.
Oh, you can
Looks
see
like
only
that
one hand looks
one hand
operable.
might be dead. Yeah, it looks like we have this is not a game that you can play one-handed at all. So that's let's see if we can get that fixed real quick. But great sportsmanship to, you know, honor the technical difficulty and try to get that match done fairly.
Yeah, that's amazing. Still could be anybody's game. Looks like he's getting his arm back.
Yeah, slightly more health for Fast, but definitely not so much that, you know, it's basically only one structure is the one structure hits the difference between them.
Oh,
Yeah, Fast now really using the advantage of having both of his hands back and starting to throw more structures and rocks at him. Kaza holding out very well. Just getting good little chip damage every time he can.
it's important. You got to keep that steady pace up.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing in general, you know, just like we have in 1v1 Rumble, there's sort of a preference of, are people going to be... Oh, we have a little T-pose, but that's just part of the game. Looks like Fast is back in the action.
That was
yeah,
a personal
saying,
choice
you know,
to do that T-pose in the middle of the match. He could have probably asked the ref to hold up for a second.
Yeah, but I think he's already, you know, said this match has been paused too many times. I want to keep the action going. So, big credit to doing that mid-match. And putting it back even, this is dead set. Both with each, I think, 4 or 5 pips of health. One good structure could end it right now, or a couple of little chip damages. And then as I was saying earlier, you know, a bit of a difference in how players are trying to play this, whether they want to spam a lot of structures and just always keep that pressure up, or whether they're, you know, kind of picking and choosing their shot with a specific structure and trying to get it launched as fast as they can. And both strategies totally viable so far.
Yeah, this is an evenly matched fight.
Ooh, little advantage for Kaza. Good boulder there. I like what he's doing. He's hiding that boulder behind the behind his wall, so it's harder to see. Very clever. Both Rumblers pulling out all of the tricks here, just doing whatever they can. Ooh, Fast taking another hit.
All the way.
He is getting dangerously low. Now some of that's it.
He's not going to give him the opportunity. He's gonna take him out. Got him.
Wall shot.
Good job, Dakasa. He really stuck it out there. I know that was intense.
What a marathon of a round. Big shout out to Casa for surviving that and keeping his team in both the round, the match, and the tournament. All right, and let's get our resets. We got one One player still with a little bit of low health. They're gonna have to reset that. All right, and now 2 out of 3. Let's see how this goes. Could be anyone's match. Both teams ready. Pillar is up. All right, this might be copyrighted, but let's get ready to rumble.
Classic. This is it. It's all on the line.
Ooh, well done counter right there by Hard, waiting for CJ to make it over to the other side before throwing that wall. And that's that big danger of trying that, that shift stone mobility strategy is, it's a good escape to be up in the air, but if they're waiting for you to land, there's not much you can do.
Yep.
Kaz and CJ back to back a little bit, getting crushed. Good positioning there to change up the way that fight was going.
Fast and hard, like in the
pressure.
flow stone. They're trying to maneuver to get some ground on it, and it's working.
Absolutely, it's working. And it's an effective strategy. There's just so many structures coming up, you can't clear them like you normally do. Sometimes it's just better to be somewhere else where things aren't in your way. Oh, and our first elimination, CJ was taken out. Looks like a good gang up by Team Fast and Hard. Kaza is low. They are coming in with serious intention. He is not giving up. But we saw him do amazing things last round, so let's see if he can do it again. All right, both Fast and Hard, high health. They're focused. They're patient. I like their odds this match. Kaza, though, absolutely not giving out without a fight.
That's what makes you a good rumbler.
This is true. The last pip.
Down to the last bar. You fight like you have 1 bar of health the whole time.
Let's see if you can make it. This would be an epic comeback, and no, there it was. 1 disc to end it. Wow, amazing match. Team Fast and Hard did exactly as their team name implied, and they came out really strong this round. Took out CJ and then patiently went to dismantle Kaza. Beautiful win, and excited to see them in later rounds this tournament.
Look at Mojack and his little kids.
All right, we are just waiting for CJ, and let's get our ceremonial hand raise.
Winners, Fast and Hard.
All right, let's get them into that interview room, and we'll hear from our winners shortly, and our wonderful interviewers, CJ and Yogev.
Hey guys, hey, your team Fast and Hard, and you really did it fast and hard.
Sure as heck did.
Well, I saw you really did a great job on the first round you won. I saw you did some strategies, like you were on 2 sides of the map while they were on the same side. Was that a strategy that you planned in advance, or did you just go with it along the match?
Just went with it, kind of just spur of the moment.
This is the first round I've played today, and I didn't really play all week, and we practiced a little bit a while ago, and then we were like, all right, this is my first tournament, and I don't know if this is your first tournament.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, we just were like, well, we might as well do it, and so I think we're gonna win.
Yeah. Trying to take it all the way.
Very nice.
Although, I kind of froze up like multiple times.
You did get the win. You did get the win after all.
Seen you had some technical difficulties out there. What was that about?
Oh, yeah, I got these Pro controllers for my Quest 3, but they overheat like a lot. They just say that they're overheating, and then they stop working each, and I have to turn them off and turn them back on again.
Oh
They
my
do that.
goodness. No,
Yeah,
I,
I should probably
that can definitely be
turn
stressful.
these.
Yeah, that can definitely be stressful in a match. I
Yeah,
understand that for
yeah,
sure.
it
It was pretty
got me
explosive
on edge.
too. Yeah, no, it would put me on edge too. It's definitely an explosive match, and as our host Solly mentioned, we wanted to know more about your shift stones. I see that both fast and hard over here had charge and volatile stones, which helped you really nicely on the map today. Do you think you would ever change that in the future matches, or are you going to keep the same stones there?
For me, I definitely like flow and charge. I've tried a lot of different stones. I feel like these suit me the best, so I'll definitely be keeping these.
As for me, these are the only two that I can reliably use. I just don't have the skill for charge or flow, but I would like to also use those two once I'm good at the game.
Very
I
interesting.
see.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah,
I
thank
hope to
y'all.
see you again, and we'll
All
see you.
right, all right. Sounds
Awesome,
good.
awesome.
All right. And that was an excellent match again. Very exciting to hear that these, our tournament rookies coming in and doing so well. People really taking the time to learn this game, master it, and show all the different ways that you can excel at it.
Indeed.
All right, but without further ado, we are into our next match already. And Waran is now going to be our host, and in a second we will pull up the teams. We have our Amaranth and Thormac versus Tiki and Mojack. Mojack, also one of our kind referees from our previous match. So, shout out and lots of love. All right, we are underway, and let's see. Already, huge advantage.
I've never seen Armand play before.
First elimination.
But Thormac is a really good player.
Oh, we're not going to see him play much longer this round. All right. Mojack and Tiki are just ganging up on him. And I gotta say, especially when, your two opponents are two, seasoned Rumble veterans, it is terrifying having that many rocks flying at you. It is truly, said it before, but Avalanche Simulator to the fullest.
Yeah, it can be.
Ooh, look at
It
that.
can be stressful.
Ooh. And that is, look at that, effective, precise takeouts. Mojack flinging discs while Tiki was flinging the bigger structures. And that is a really effective offense. You have to deal with the fast and the heavy. But round one going decisively to Tiki and Mojack. We are going to set up for round two now.
I seen Tiki was using his momentum, and he was running and sprinting around the map a lot. It's always my favorite strategy.
I know you're a big fan of the sprint as mobility, and definitely he's following in the Rumble Kai school of that philosophy.
Well, if you want to win, it helps if you don't get hit.
And let's rumble, everybody. Round two starting.
Thormac getting knocked around right off the rip.
Yeah, I'm noticing that there's really one of two strategies to start a match. Either you put up a wall or you throw a disc. Get that little quick damage. Ooh, maybe a little bit of friendly fire and bad structure placement. But Tiki taking some bad hits there. Thormac and Armand doing a little bit better this round.
Looks like they're being a little bit more cautious, taking a sniper approach, stepping back.
For sure. A little ring out for Thormac, but he is back in. And I love the strategy that people are doing is once they knock someone out with something for a ring out, they just keep following it up with explosions and objects to keep them out. Very effective, and basically like changing it to Rumble Sumo almost.
Yeah, I guess I never heard it called that, but it's pretty accurate. Because I drive people with the explosions. I'll hit them and I'll keep blowing them back and blowing them back. Oh, nice ball.
Alright, we are seeing the same. Tiki and Mojack getting pushed together, which I'll be honest, in my opinion, I think it is dangerous to be back-to-back. I think that is probably a way to get accidentally hit with your friends or your opponent's structures that were aiming for your ally, or just
not only
accidentally
that,
your partner.
The other player could be aiming at at somebody else, and they could be hitting the other player on accident. So I mean, it's just twice as likely you're going to get hit when you stand next to each other.
Yeah, and we got Armon eliminated again. Thormac still in there, but he got his own elimination on Tiki, and now we have a pretty even match one-on-one.
This is about to get interesting.
Yeah, Thormac and Mojack is yeah. And I believe both of these players are also competed in the Rumble Kai seasonal tournament, so this is, you know, flashback to just a good matchup between champions right here.
Most definitely.
For veterans. Oh, I like that little pillar maneuvering by Thormac. He's really trying to pick his shot.
I'm surprised we're not seeing any slick moves from Thormac. He's a low-key player. He likes to do all kinds of cool stuff and jumps and flick stuff.
No, but he looks like he's staying pretty grounded. He's just trying to get that right angle and hit that double shot for either a straight flick or a straight upper.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's keeping the ground. And oh man, that
Ooh.
sucks.
Yeah, those structures that litter and everything is, you know, can be a huge problem.
That's why it's not all about play style, but you gotta pay attention to your surroundings. And Mojack brought it home.
Mojack flipped that domino, and we have ourselves a 1-1. One round apiece. We are going into the third round of this match for the tiebreaker.
Oh, that's wrong.
All right. Oh, wait, no, was that two? No, they were in.
Oh, I got a negative point.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Two.
That was a good matchup.
Great matchup. Yeah, I lost track of the round count there. So that is the end. Mojack and Tiki coming out strong with a dominating, commanding win there. All right, and we are going to go back to our interview room, and let's hear from our competitors. FJ and Yogev, take it away.
Oh, hello. Yes, sir. Hello. So, we've got Mojack and Tiki here. Congratulations again on the win, guys. Very, very nice. Mojack, I see that you tied that up, or not tied that up, but you nicely wrapped that up, and yeah, you wrapped that up in a nice little bow at the end there with the discs. Very nicely done. What would you have changed differently during that match if you had like a chance to? You're kind of on the ropes there with Thormac for a second.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, I probably should have put more pressure on his teammate when we were swapped, but the sudden swap got me off guard a little bit. I think if I had a couple more minutes, I might have been able to just make it a 2v1 again. But it was still a good fight.
Well, I saw that you two had a really good chemistry, especially in the first round. So Tiki, when did you guys meet?
Well, like when I first started playing Rumble,
Really?
he found him. Yeah, like, but I quit for a few months. You know, I added him a long time ago. He taught me my basic combos. But
that's really cool. So you were like a student and the sensei in the same tournament, working together to win.
Yeah, basically, sort of, yeah.
You can call it.
That's amazing.
It's very cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
We definitely hope to hear from y'all more in the future. But let's go ahead and pass this back on over to our hosts. Thank y'all so much.
we are getting into our next match. Waran is hosting, and we're right off. So we're gonna start. It's Hakuna and Miko versus Viven and Bean. A little bit of early damage coming in there for Hakuna phase. And let's see how this goes. Very defensive match so far. Oh, there we go. A little more damage being taken. Ooh, a little bounce up for each other right there.
This is Clay.
Ooh, bad positioning just in the middle of like everyone's structures. You do not want to be there.
It was a little close for a ring out there.
Very close. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's Clay the Raccoon and SD. Sorry.
Shit.
All right, now we see. I like the shift in strategy after Hakuna phase went low. They went to heal up a little bit and play more defensive. Oh, little sacrifice there. Oh wait, that was the end of the round. All right. All right, just to get everything clarified, it's Clay the Raccoon, SD versus Hakuna and Michiko. And that first round went to Hakuna and Michiko, I believe, correct?
Indeed.
All right, Waran starting the next round. Rumble on. Ooh, a little bit of a dangerous spot there to be in for Clay. Caught his partner's cube, I think. Alright, we've got two 1v1 matchups going so far, but looks like they're switching it up a little bit, and ooh. Very interesting. Both teams decided to gang up on different players, and each successfully doing a little bit of damage because of it. Yeah, no one coming out of this one unscathed. SD pretty low. Hakuna and Michiko, also known as Candy Peaches, absolutely dominating this round.
And there it is.
Oh, and a
Clay
little
is
meteor
out.
elimination. That was beautiful.
SD is out. We got a clean win for Hakuna and Michiko.
Wow, that was impressive. That's definitely going in the highlight reel. That little aerial move. All right. What an epic match. Very quick and absolutely dominating performance there. Gotta show that sportsmanship. Everyone link up. And our winners.
Well, that makes sense because Hakuna and Candy, they was throwing 2v2 trainings all week, so if anybody's prepared, it's those guys.
That's true. There's definitely a limit to how much just being good at the game on your own can take you. Definitely an advantage to, you know, being on the same page as your partner, even if it's just generally as a strategy of saying like we're gonna focus on somebody or we're gonna play defensively or we're gonna move around. So, you know, this is 2v2 Rumble, definitely a team sport. So let's go now to get to our interview and back with our amazing interviewers, Yogev and FJ.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
So,
Hi.
Peach and Hakuna, you have won this match. Like it was really fast. I was impressed, and I know you guys did some training in the background. You were hosting a lot of the 2v2 training times. Is that right?
Yes.
It's true.
It's true. I even joined to one of them. I think it was yesterday, right?
Yes.
You did.
Yesterday was
So-
the last day for the 2v2s.
Yeah. What strategies did you guys come up with for this tournament?
Hakuna would be the one to like be looking at both of them while I solely focused on my teammate and just tried to like hold off my teammate for him to finish off his.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% it.
Very nice.
Love the strategy.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, that's amazing. And even like your strategy, it showed clear through the entire match. And speaking of trainings, I know both of you, as Mr. Yogev has been saying, has been training pretty frequently there. Akuna, you especially, I've seen how quickly you've gotten better over your time here, and it's wild your improvement. How often do you say you two train? How often per week?
Train Monday through Friday every week.
In the mornings mostly.
Yeah, we're morning players.
All right. Well,
We're on ESP, so I don't know if that helps anybody as well.
Oh. Well, thank you guys, and I guess I hope we will see you in the next time.
Thank
you.
y'all later.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, and we are going to get underway to our next match, but good job to both of those previous competitors, just really showing that practice and teamwork with strategy absolutely invaluable in this, and gave them a great win. Now, coming up next, who do we have, Kenny?
We got Banny and Mike G and Bivin and Bean.
Exciting. This should be a pretty high-level matchup. And we are underway, rumbling right off the bat.
Yeah, Bivin's got the most battle points in the entire game, as far as I know.
That's very true. So he's put in, as much hours as any other person has put into this game. Let's see if that 1v1 skill can transfer into a 2v2 setting, or if he can be defeated with some good strategy and teamwork.
Well, let's see how Banny puts up a fight, considering I trained him. I think he'd be alright.
I think so. Bean taking a little bit of damage early on. Or is that not Bivin? Oh, but he's coming back.
Bivin and Banny, they're hitting hard over here, but they're partners. They're just pacing along. Not much action going on over there.
We already have our first elimination. I think Bivin just took out Banny.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Now we got Mike G all on his own.
Here comes the avalanche, as Solly would say.
Yep. It's time. Now he's got a lot of health, but when you're really focusing against two people, it's a challenge to both keep yourself defended and take out somebody. Let's see how he does it.
I mean, if
Really,
Michael G comes through here, I'm gonna have to buy this man nitro or something for a month.
most definitely earned.
Oof. The pummel is real.
The pummel is real. He got back in the ring though, but he's taking some heavy damage. Now he is below both of them. Just needs. And now I really love the strategy that's going on here. Bivin with more health is up front, whereas
That's it.
Bean standing in the back because he's lower health. Very smart, so you don't want to accidentally make it a 1v1 again. Great strategy and an excellent dominating round. Bivin, I think, with both eliminations that time. All right, both fighters going to reset.
See Banny's over there teeing up, rolling up his sleeves.
He's gotta wipe the dirt off and just get back into round 2. You gotta forget that whole first match even happened. And we are off.
Michael G keeping it light.
And I'm seeing a lot.
Stay fast.
Yeah. I'm seeing what really seems to work out is mixing up a combination of heavy shots and like light, fast attacks.
I think that's a good strategy in general. It's just the fact of repetitiveness. If you don't have versatility in your move sets, then you become predictable.
No, that is a very good point. I think, you know, just like in like a boxing thing, you got to mix up your different types of punches. You can't just go out with a jab or just go out swinging with your heavy hooks. You got to mix in some good combos there, and all of the competitors today absolutely aware of that. Ooh.
Focusing on the match here, it's looking pretty even. All right.
Yeah, each team has one member low, one member in the decent green range.
It's a nice grab by Michael G there.
And I don't know if you've been paying attention, but what do you feel is the most effective defense in this 2v2 style matchup?
This might be one of those situations where offense is the best defense.
You know, I think you're right, because I'm noticing that when people just try to sit and hide behind structures, it gets very easy for them for someone to spawn like or spam a bunch of explosions and like knock them out of the ring, or for both players to just, you know, set up on one team to just set up against that player.
Danny's almost getting a ring up there, or Bivin.
But he's just getting back in just in the nick of time.
And that's it. Vanny and Michael G brought it back. It's tied up. Let's go.
Woo. Amazing. I love to see that, you know, we getting these back and forth. It's not just one side dominating. This really shows a very even match. Anyone has a chance here.
Absolutely. And this is just the first round.
True. All right, one round apiece. Now we're going for the tiebreaker. Who are you liking this round so far?
Well, you know, I got to stick with Banny because I trained him myself, so.
That's fair. I think if Bivin and Bean can readjust, I like their odds. But they definitely got to change up the strategy a little bit. I don't know if they're getting figured out or if that was just poor execution.
I'm not sure, but you know, Bivin has probably more battle points than everybody on the field combined. So anything can happen. He's probably got so many tricks up his sleeve. You can't count that man out. I fought him personally. He's a monster.
All right, and I'm excited to see what he's going to throw out in this round. And we are off again, rumbling, and rocks are flying.
Oh, is that a ring out? Somebody had to count that.
I think that was close. I think Banny managed to get back in just in time.
Well, we got some refs out there. They'll make good calls for us.
Absolutely. And again, just a big thank you to our refs. You know, we're watching this for enjoyment, but they're trying to make sure that everyone is following the rules. And with so many structures and things happening, that is not an easy task to do. Fortunately, they are seasoned veterans and they know this game well. They know everything that is happening when these rocks are flying. Ooh, I like that little wall exchange that happened in the middle there.
Oh, Bivin got launched back and took some environmental damage.
Yeah, Bivin taking huge damage, and
and
no,
he's out.
into a wall. That is out. Unexpected from our highest BP player. The 2v2 matchup is not easy, everyone. Oh, and now we have our gang up time. Let's put them in the avalanche simulator.
Oh, and boom. It's done.
Good defense, and there it is. Just one disc. Hard to do anything when you're that low and you can't take someone out with one good shot.
What a match.
Is it. That is the match win. I know. Banny and Michael coming back from a rough round 1 and just dominating the rest of that fight. And the winner is being checked. That team. It's very fun to see everyone doing that hand raise. Especially it gives you a chance to see everyone's different sizes. All right, let's see. It looks like we're gonna have Jack and Mister against Rumblebee and Coco, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is gonna be our European match. Both teams are from Europe.
Exciting. Rumble International.
Oh yeah. I think it's super cool to see all these teams from all over the world come together and play.
Now again, also as a seasoned pro, do you notice if there's any difference between the play styles, based on geographic region, or not much? It's personal preference.
Personal preference. Everybody, and that's the thing about this game. Everybody's unique, and they all play different, even if they play somewhat the same.
That's very true. All right. Ref for this match is going to be Yogev, one of our excellent interviewers, and he's just setting up to make sure that both sides are ready, getting that pillar. Oh my god, right off the bat, a quick elimination. I don't even know what happened there. But just amazing knockouts. I think you've played just about every person in this game, so, knowing that someone gets respect in your eyes, definitely something to look out for.
To be fair, there was like a good 10 of us for the first year, so... We all are on like a first name basis and know each other fairly well, so it's pretty cool.
And they are going to town on Rumblebee, but honestly, not doing as bad as I thought, getting a little bit of damage in there. And I love the strategy that he is pulling. He's basically always trying to go between or kind of put the other teammate in the way, and that worked out very interestingly. Did manage to eliminate one, but not enough to keep himself in the game. Our first round going to Jack and Mister. All right. Round 2.
Oh, with the Puppet Master.
Ooh. Now, I think it's an incredibly risky but interesting strategy to just jump right in between the middle of the opposing team. But my God, that looked like it worked entirely.
Indeed.
Man, Coco eliminated very quickly, and Rumblebee is gonna have a hard time in there. Ooh, almost took out Mister, though. That was very interesting. Ooh. I like the strategy that was going on there. I'm not sure who initiated that, but going up close when you're low like that, very interesting. Did not pay off in the end, just because there was like a good, another player with a ton of health, but this was one very quick and very impressive match by Team Jack Mister. Or Mr. Jack, I guess. And that's what you love to see. Good sportsmanship, everyone hugging it out. And we're going to get into our interview right away. All right, and now we've got our competitors here. Interviewers, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Solly and Rumble Kai. Jack and Mr., congratulations, y'all, again on your win. It was 2 very quick matches, but very great matches nonetheless. How did you end up defending against Rumble B's, strategy of getting behind you, for example? That was pretty creative.
I mean, that is a strategy I'm pretty used to playing against. You really just need to get away and get a heading about where the enemies are.
Okay, perfectly fair, perfectly fair. It definitely seemed y'all both did a great job at that.
Oh yeah, and as someone who was there, I saw some big damage from both of you, trying to focus on only one player at a time. Was that a strategy that you planned ahead?
Well, in the second round, where I noticed nobody really paid attention to me, it became a lot easier to deal damage. Because I pretty much just walled up and spawned something under them. Since they didn't pay attention to me.
Yeah, and then we got...
That was a huge bonus for you guys, because you just got out one of their teammates really fast.
Yeah, Kogo got out really fast, and then we got a 2v1 against Rumblebee. That was to our advantage.
All right. Well, solid matches again, y'all. Thank you again for playing, and again, looking forward to seeing you. Off to you again, hosts.
Thank you, and that was a good, quick interview, but lots of insight there. Yeah, very, very interesting to notice that when someone is paying attention to you and someone's not.
He said nobody was paying attention to me, so.
I mean, that's the way you do it in any other sport. If they're not paying attention to you, that's your chance to go score, and that is exactly what he did. All right, looks like we're getting our next match set up, clearing that debris. And we are off on our next match. Let's see how this one goes.
I like that move. I do that. I jump and I throw the charge ball. It's effective.
Very much so. All right, looks like Hollow and Newton Horse are doing very well. Not a scratch on them yet, and each landed a couple of hits on Samurai and Radish. Quick ring out, but good recovery there. And now this fight's a little bit interesting. It seems a little bit more cautious than some of our other ones. I've noticed that our competitors here are keeping their position a little more steady, not as much mobility around the map, and it looks like it's a much more of a one-on-one fight as opposed to a true 2v2.
Well, also notice how much distance they're keeping from each other.
Very much so, yeah.
It's almost like there's a line dividing them.
Quadrants, and then now, okay, we got a little bit of a mix-up going. We got our matchup switching.
It's like Hollow 79's hurting over there.
Very much so. That is accurate. And ooh, a good rock throw though. And another one, Infinity Samurai, very low.
Still pretty even.
Still very even.
This might depend on whose lower health player dies first.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if they're, even though we got some lower health players, there's not a lot of focus on there. Oh my goodness. Whoa! That was a bad turn of events for Newton. Wow. He just took 3 big hits.
That was so unfortunate.
And that is it. That is elimination for him and his teammate. Wow, Samurai and Radish absolutely coming back with that and really showing off some good strategy once they adjusted to their opponents. Now we've got our players just resetting the health. They're not just punching walls for fun.
It's either this or jump off the map.
Yeah.
Depends on how close you are to dying.
I think the jump off the map's the quick way, but I'm a big fan of just slowly hitting yourself against rocks. All right, and let's wait for our disc launch to be our starting pistol. Ooh, good block, good catch there. All right, first round going similar to the last one. Or this round going similar to the first one. Bit of a slower and more paced out exchange. I don't see, as either of these players spamming as much as some of our other matches have been. Ooh, Newton Horse getting almost ringed out there, but he was right on that edge for a while. But even if once you're focusing on just coming back, it's hard to focus on also defense, and he took a lot of big hits in there. Let's see how he does.
Staying behind that wall for cover.
Yeah.
But he's got to mind the other player. He's not just fighting one. He's fighting 2 people here.
Hollow playing a very defensive game.
Oh.
Oh, what a shot from across the map. I think he was actually aiming for Hollow, but he took out Newton Horse. And now we're down to a 2v1. We know how this tends to go.
He was just scrambling.
Hollow.
He had no cover.
Hollow's just
nowhere to go.
Just weaving with that dash, trying his best to stay alive and make something happen here, but he is down to 1 pip, and there it is.
It's an A for effort. Good job, Hollow.
That's Infinity Samurai and Lil Radish again with a dominating win, and we are all here to see it. Hooray!
It's arguably the best part of the entire stream.
I have a lot of fun with it. Visually, I think this should just be part of the game.
This is why we're doing it right here.
All right, and let's do our... Gotta love that sportsmanship. Everyone here is here to compete, but also to have a good time and have fun, and it looks like they're all really enjoying themselves. So let's slowly transition, and we'll get our fighters in here for some interviews. Anything in particular you're interested to find out about them, Rumblekai?
Yeah, I'd like to know where they're from. I think I seen Shoeless was hosting the match. I believe they're from Australia.
Oh yeah,
right, we got
some 2 Australian rumblers here, and that was a great match. How do you guys feel after that?
Excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was really good. I feel like that was the best match we've done with 2v2.
Nice.
Yeah,
so you've trained before?
We did one practice match a week or something ago, roughly.
Yeah. In terms of playing overall, I've probably been playing for a month and a half, 2 months maybe. It's been excellent community. Been loving being here, and yeah, first tournament. It's been excellent.
Very nice, very nice. Solid teamwork out there as well. That was a really good match. The spacing was amazing. I want to know too, if there is one piece of advice that you could give to any of the matches coming up, what would that be?
Don't hit your partner.
Yeah, know what your partner is.
You just they're all the same character, so you just start throwing rocks at like whoever's there, You gotta,
I think that was definitely what we learned.
It's a bit difficult telling who's the father because we still all look the same. That's so embarrassing. We all wore the same outfit today.
Oh no!
Keen for a cosmetic update, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just you can shoot at the person in red instead of.
As far as we know, it's the first quarter of this year, which ends in a bit less than 2 months. But yeah,
I was gonna say not long now.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys.
And I hope to see you again.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Another great one, but we're already set up for our next match, so let's go right to it. And is this our first of the second round, or of the second tier of the tournament?
Yes, it is.
All right. So this should be very exciting. We have got, it looks like Team Hard and Fast, which I'll be honest, some of my personal favorites right now. I loved watching them play. But against them, we have, it looks like, Waran and
Flame God,
his partner, and Flame God. All right, both teams did very well in that first round, so let's see how they do against another team that's also won. Ooh, a lot more structures flying and just an avalanche of walls coming from Flame God. Oh, I like that little trade. Team Hard and Fast with a slight edge. Waran taking a little bit of damage, but by no means is he out. Evening it up a little bit. And I really see Hard and Fast really likes to use the map and use the space. I see them constantly moving around and just taking new angles and putting on the pressure. Always changing up their targets and method of attack. I think it's a very, very effective strategy.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. They were taking a side of the field each. They were coming in from different angles.
Mm-hmm. Waran and Flame God back to back a little bit, which, you know, personally I think is a little bit of a dangerous place to be, but can be very good for defense if you and your partner are coordinating. Oh, and our first elimination already. Looks like Fast is out.
Ooh. Waran nearly avoided death there.
Waran nearly avoided death, and that's what he needs right now, is to take out Waran and then make it an even match. And you can see that is 100% what he is doing. He is targeting him specifically, but he got punished in that pursuit. That was very good teamwork, especially by Flame God, really defending his partner right there. All right, let's get some resets, but that was an epic match. I'm curious to see if they can bring that, if they can bring that same intensity to this next round. We're for a clean sweep, or if we're going to go to a trilogy.
Well, it's now or never, Sally.
Absolutely. All right. Start our rock. Both teams ready.
Boom.
There we go.
We're off.
We're off, and not a second of hesitation from these two teams. Going right away with just a lot of aggression and bit of a different strategy, though, we're seeing. Ooh, that could have been a ring out. We'll see. It looks like Waran got back just in time, though.
Nice hit.
Oh, Flame God getting a really good matchup.
Oh yeah, Fast and Hard's not looking so hot right now. They're trying to get back to their opposite sides of the field, get a hold of their strategy. And that's it. A decisive win for Flame God and War Riven. Very nice. Such good sportsmanship. I love it. Even the ref gets some love.
Well. We got here Waran and Flame God, the winners of this match.
Hello, y'all.
All right, I'm back. Sorry
and
for that
welcome
technical
back.
Flame God here.
Now, I noticed. What's up, y'all? There's so much movement out there during your match. Again, really solid showing. In regards to the movement too, I actually had a quick question with that. How often do you find yourself hitting objects in person? Does that ever happen? I know some of our players do snap turning, and some actually turn their actual bodies.
Not me.
I'll let
I
Flame
have
God go
plenty of
first.
room. I was gonna say I have plenty of room, so I don't have to worry about it. But I also stand stationary. I try not to move at all.
I ain't got no room. I be ducking and diving and punching stuff and breaking things.
Oh no.
Well, I see you really, you guys did really good. You always had each other's backs, which was amazing. Do you want to tell us some tricks that you learned along the way of fighting together and not just only the 1v1s that we're used to in Rumble?
I just don't go on his right side.
Yeah, if he's there, he's to my left somewhere. I just try to stay away from that.
I see.
Very solid.
That's amazing. I say, well, it is working. I mean, so I guess that's really good for you guys.
No, it sounds like it's pretty effective. I should honestly use that because I know I find myself hitting myself frequently during a match. So, yeah, I'm gonna use that next time myself. But thank you both again for stopping in. Congrats again on your win, and we'll hope to see you go further. Off to our host. Thank you.
Take two.
Take two. Hakuna and Miko versus Mojack and Tiki. All right. It looks like we got our thumbs up. Looks like Tiki. We're still waiting on Tiki. And they're back. All right. All right, and our first hit, Tiki taking a couple of big structures. Everyone else getting hit, I think, by just a disc. Looks like we have a 1v1.
Switch positions.
Switching up the targets. I like that move. It's creative. I'm here for everyone who's taking proactive choices on this match. And those structures are flying with great velocity. All of these players are really keeping track of a lot of different things all at once.
You really see Hidekaisen getting in that chip damage.
Absolutely. And now it looks like Tiki is actually a little bit, based on where he is on the map and where the other structures are, was getting a little bit blocked just by the terrain and the debris. And yeah, that's something we've mentioned a little bit before, right? But just the existing structures that are already spawned, you know, are a very unique aspect of this game, and they really are accentuated on this 2v2 matchup.
Yeah, that's something I do myself. I always try to make it a point to box somebody in. Kind of cut off any way they can move left or right. Kind of force them into my next attack.
Absolutely, and it looks like some of the players here are taking that advice to heart and are very good at it. First elimination. Now we've got an interesting thing. Both of these players are low, but they have two people, which is very, very useful. I think, almost made it a very disadvantageous 1v1. Mojack is not giving this up. Oh, that's a dangerous spot to be between everybody. But he managed to maneuver out of that very effectively.
Is he gonna make it fighting two people? It's a different game.
He's doing good. He's basically one hit away from both of these players, and this is going to be maybe our first 1v2 where the absolute comeback happens.
They were absolutely piling him with structures.
Oh my goodness.
What a beast.
Mojack may be defining the meta of how to fight against two players at once. Amazing comeback and really held the round. Again, it daps from his teammate. Absolutely deserved. And we're going to set up for that next round. Let's see if there's going to be a change in strategy from Hakuna and Peachy. Now, in your mind, would you go after the stronger player or would you go after the weaker player?
I think it's always smarter to go after the weakest link and then focus your power where it's needed.
I think you're probably right.
I mean, it looks pretty one-sided once that starts happening, unless you're Mojack, of course.
Mojack already making a name for himself in this tournament with absolutely, so far, the legendary highlight plays. Michiko and Hakuna, though, didn't like that being taken out, and they are throwing out some damage, taking an early lead here. Oh, but that is not going to last. A lot of damage just taken. And, oh, Michiko down to 1 pip. Just a few structures thrown.
She took that hit.
And that is going to be 1 elimination. Player out. All right, let's see if Hakuna here can pull a Mojack. See if he's downloaded the strategy. So far, being a little more stationary, being a little defensive. I like what he's doing with keeping a wall for defense and moving it to throw out offense and putting it back.
The only bad thing about that is if somebody throws an explode cube at it, it'll knock them all right in your face.
Mm-hmm. And there is exactly what you predicted. Those explosions cubes are happening, and right in that space where he's trying to get back into the ring is just where they're throwing a bunch of structures at him. and very, very clean executed takedown at the end there. Mojack and Tiki, absolute sweep and amazing match.
Very well done.
All right, everyone, let's get some good sportsmanship and celebration here. Yeah, Team Mojack Tiki.
Wow. Mojack, Tiki, what a comeback in the first round. What was that, Mojack?
That was a hard pullback.
That was amazing. That
so
was
good.
Wow.
Mojack, you're muted.
That's... No, it's here.
What? I'm muted? No, I'm not. Okay.
No. But wow. Great job. How did you do that, Mojack?
I think a good banner for this is obviously we have a strong opponent and we have a weak opponent. If we can have the strong opponent of my opposing team face my weak opponent, I can take out their weak opponent faster. You just need your side weaker opponent to just run around and try not to get hit, as well as throw objects back if you can. And if they don't know what's going on, I can hit their weak opponent and try to get this into a 1v2.
Okay.
That's what my thought was.
No, that's a very solid strategy, and I noticed that you kept them all on one side of the field too, which seemed to help a lot. I noticed that you have Flowstone on too. Somehow you kept your wits about you while up in the air like that. Do you use that stone very often, or do you use another one usually?
Flowstone is my main stone. If I don't use Flowstone, I end up hurting myself most times. I'll try to do some area maneuver, and then I'll mess up like, oh, no Flowstone.
Okay, no, that makes perfect sense. You seem to make some pretty effective use out of that.
Well, Tiki, I saw you trying to sneak up on one of them, right there in the first round, and it didn't go as well. What if you could change anything about this situation, what would you change? What
probably would have acknowledged it faster. And because okay, I would have calmed myself down because I just thought he knew I was there and I was trying to hit him, and obviously I was panicking a little bit, whiffed a few cubes.
Yeah.
But I think I would have just took my time probably.
I see. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank y'all.
I hope to see you next time, and good luck.
Catch y'all later.
Yeah.
All right, another great interview, and without further ado, we already have our next match getting ready. Oh, and our match is already starting. And we're going to be joining this in progress for all of you watching the stream, but right off the bat, huge aggression and movement from every player here. And again, we've got the team Banny and Mike G versus, who's that? All right. And now back into this crazy action. Already elimination. Wow. Banny and Michael G had a strategy there, and I love that, approaching it from both sides and just absolute domination. There's no way to defend from both sides at once. Not that I know of so far. All right, now we're setting up for round 2. That was a quick round 1. If you blinked, you missed it.
I did.
And we're off. Let's see if we have an adjustment here. Tall Cool Mike and Musical Memoirs, not one of our earlier stream matches, but they made it to the round 2, so they did very well. But coming up against really a true onslaught from Banny, you know, your personal protege here.
Yeah, the team with Tall Cool Mike and Musical Memoirs, they're both newer players.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, they did very well already. So you know, they're doing a good time here. Banny really keeping him in the ring out, almost successfully keeping that as a true ring out. Just did not let him back in whatsoever. Both teammates low.
Oh wow!
Ooh, everybody's getting low. Big shots in, and our first elimination. That looked like Tall Cool Mike. Let's see if Musical Memoirs can carry.
That's it.
Wow. Very strong domination there.
Must have been the fastest match all day.
It definitely was, and you know, almost not sure what the strategy was there. Definitely want our interviewers to ask about that, but it just seemed like it was just pedal to the metal, constant aggression from the start, and just basically giving no one any time to react. I like this. I like everything that we're seeing. You know, no two matches have been the same so far. And there are our winners celebrating. Very excited to get those fists pumping, boys. Yeah. Get that sportsmanship. All right, and then we are gonna go get these gentlemen into our interview room. All right, Jay and Yogev, take it away.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Solly. Vanny and Michael G. Wow, that was incredibly fast. Definitely a lightning round, as Solly mentioned. Super impressive, guys. I did want to know too, what was that strategy that you had there? Was it just to you know, keep going as hard as you can until the opponent loses? Because it worked.
Mike, you wanna...
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I was mostly just focusing on one of them and just trying to push as hard as I could to get his health low and then try and focus on helping Banny out. That was my strategy mostly.
Okay, I feel like in that match, we could each handle the 1v1s, so I wasn't too worried about Michael, and I just let him do his own thing, and I just soloed out one.
Very nice.
As we said here when you guys weren't here, and as FJM said, that was definitely a lightning round. Like, that was way too fast. It like I think it was the fastest match we had today.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know, after this tournament, are you guys planning on continuing together for the paid 2v2 next month?
Maybe, probably, honestly. We'll probably do some more training, get our BP up, and then we'll play in the paid.
That's amazing.
I mean, it really depends on how all the rules are set up surrounding the paid tournament. Like, some of the rules might shift, but I think given the rules we have here, I think it would be great if I could partner with you again.
Aw, that's amazing. No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can see you as a partnership in the next paid tournament too. Especially if it was as good as a showing as this round. But good luck into the future of the tournament, and we'll keep a lookout for y'all. We'll pass this back over to Solly and Rumble Kai.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. All right. We are down to our last quarterfinal match. This is going to be Jack and Mister against, I believe, Infinity Samurai and Just a Little Radish. And there are our teams, excited. Now, starting and we are off. Let's see what happens. Right off the bat, we are flying right into enemy territory. And looks like that strategy paid off very well. I'm seeing a lot of map control, and I'm seeing a lot of pressure. I think it just really goes to show that there is an advantage to having some space to move back into.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, another quick elimination. Looks like our players are starting to really understand how to fight 2v2. And Team Mr. Jack going in for the kill. Pure domination here.
He's running. He was running for his life there.
That's all you got to do. I mean, we saw what Mojack did. You got to run and pick your shots, but not able to execute on that one. Looks like Team Mr. Jack just started the pressure and then never let off the gas. Little victory jump there.
I believe there's a region difference between these teams.
I think so. I do not know who is from where, but I think the one team, or Affinity Samurai and his partner are in the Australia server, correct?
Yeah. And Jack's from Europe with Mr.
All right, so this is truly our first international, global match. All right, this next round going a little bit better for their team, but
what a miracle that was!
Close dodge. Caught that hold just at the right time.
Nice.
Ooh, very good moves by Infinity Samurai. Really getting the advantage of Jack, although Jack coming right back and retaliating with some good wall throws.
Doing a good job of using the environment around him. Oh, is that a triple jump?
Looks like our fighters.
There he is.
Our fighters. Yeah, our first elimination. Infinity Samurai just barely alive. Jack has a good chance here to make it a one-on-one. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Oh, Infinity Samurai getting out of dodge.
And that's what he should be doing. Yeah, get behind your teammate. Let them help you do cover.
Oh, too late for that.
Ooh, that's all it took is one disc. So here we are, down to our 1v1 for this next. I'm seeing Radish, really, also known as Freak Dot in this game, really using that like patient and trying to get the right good wall throw to get Jack off guard.
He's not wrong, because Jack's the type of player that does a lot of chip damage.
Mixing it up. I agree with you. He seems to be really mixing it up and trying to, as you were saying, no repetition, no predictability from him.
Yeah. Really some amazing players out here today.
And really what I've been more impressed is some of these players with just one pip are managing to survive for an incredibly long time, which just masterful textbook displays of defense. But there it is, Jack with those discs, absolutely pinpoint accuracy and deadly speed.
What a great match.
They are hugging it out.
I gotta say, I was loving the aerial views from the cameraman. Thank you, all back. It was making it super easy to follow.
That's true too, and definitely always underappreciated in sports, but the cameraman absolutely makes the viewing experience.
Very nice. I'd imagine we're coming down to our last match here.
Yeah, we're going to be getting into the semifinals after this, I think. But before we get into that, we're going to want to have an interview.
Wow. Jack and Mr. against all the odds of the hosting. I saw the host was Shoeless this time from the Australian region, and you two are from Europe, which was crazy that you played like it was on Europe but with like it didn't seem like you had around 300 ping, and that was amazing. How did you guys play like this?
I mean, I have played shoeless before, so no. I have played with this ping before, and it is bad, but it is consistent. You can get used to it somewhat.
Mr. What
So yeah,
about you?
I mostly just used very simple combos because I knew if I tried anything too advanced, it would just fail.
I see. Just as Yoga mentioned, very impressive on the display there, especially with the ping and considering how Shoeless was host. I definitely look forward to seeing more of you guys in the tournament. Do you see yourself winning? Curious.
I think I have a decent shot, but I'm not too confident, to be honest.
I don't know, cause if we are getting against some high ping, high skilled players, we definitely have
post advantage is gonna play big later on.
I see. I mean, if your last match is anything to go by, you definitely stand a solid chance. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, thank you
and
both.
Good luck at the semifinals.
Thanks.
Good luck, y'all.
All right, now we're going to get back into our semifinal matches. But just a note about, what they said about the ping. Very true for a lot of VR games. It feels like the EU and the Australia players to learn how to basically play looking into the future. It's always very fun to see it in a new game. But without further ado, it looks like our teams are ready. Oh, sorry, you had something to say?
Nope. It's time to rumble.
All right. Time to rumble. I love it. All right, Ref Banny is gonna start this one off whenever both teams are ready. And we got Waran and Flame God versus Tiki and Mojack. Just got to clear off our map a little bit. All right. And we're off. Ooh, Waran right away with that. It's very interesting dashing to get that position. And really using their around the ring strategy. I love that.
Seeing War Riven's team do that fast and hard strategy. They're trying to split up.
Split up in positioning. I think it's very effective, but it looks like there's definitely a way to beat it if you're not aware. Ooh, Mojack taking crazy damage there. And an early elimination from one of our strongest players in this tournament so far.
That's surprising.
Waran and Flame God now. Yeah, Waran and Flame God now absolutely ganging up on Tiki.
Yeah, they're cornering him. And they're moving in.
This is going to be a brutal match, but let's see if Tiki can pull off the feat that so far only his partner has been able to do.
Indeed.
So far, that defense is holding up, though.
Loving the sprint.
But yeah, you can't win on just defense. Even the hardest, the toughest walls are going to fall down at some point.
Oh, and that's got to be 3.
Ooh. Yeah, they're keeping him out of the ring. Looks like it might have been just on the edge. That's our ref's decision, so we're going to keep this going, but still not looking great for Tiki. Oh, I love this strategy of just raining from different sides.
A cube rain is like a cube storm. Still fighting back with 1 bar of health. That is so
big damage
Rumble
on Waran. This is Rumble Kai. You can win with 1 ping of health if that's all you need. But looks like it's not going to happen this time. Waran and Flame God patiently picking apart Tiki, being very safe and very cautious at the end there. All right, we're going to reset for our next round. That was a surprising round. I did not expect Mojack to be taken out so quickly. It looks like he, was in a bad position, and the Flame God and Warven really ganged up on him in the right way.
I think they might have went after him on purpose.
I think you're right. It looks like they chose to go for possibly the stronger target and just to eliminate him while there's more chaos. So a little bit of different suggestion, but I like the technique. Banny having a little bit of trouble destroying the pillar. All right, and here we go. We are off. Warven and Flame God with that same strategy, trying to control the center, trying to control the space, and just trying to, put the structures where they want them to be.
We're switching opponents there. Send a few both ways. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, nice combo there with the wall and the ball to the face.
Very good combo. And this, you get caught in the wrong combo and you get hit by, 2 or 3 structures. That could be your whole health bar right there.
Yep.
So, I got a lot of respect to people, not just about dodging the first hit, but even after they've gotten that first hit of just getting safe and getting to safety, just so you're not, followed up in a big old pile of structures.
You got it, man. So that happens.
Another pretty even match, although Flame God definitely taking some damage.
Oh.
Ooh, and it looks like an unfortunate elimination. That might have been a self knockout.
The tables have turned here. Let's see if Warven can pull out a Mojack.
Yeah, now the shoe is on the other foot. Warven is in the 1v2 spot. Let's see how he does it.
He needs to get off the edge, though. Wow, that was amazing. He just slipped right through that crack.
That was good timing. That was very, very well, good awareness of how the hitboxes are detecting. Because if he had gotten stuck there, that could have been it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That was interesting.
Gotta get back in. Oh, they're gonna do it.
Ooh, ring out and knockout. What a resounding way to end that round.
Talk about a comeback.
Talk about a comeback. We are at 1 apiece. This is an exciting semifinal, and looks like both teams are very evenly matched up, even if the results are a little bit extreme. Definitely anyone, just tiny margins between the execution on this. And all of our players are going to reset. Any predictions on who you think is going to win this one?
I'll be honest, right off the rip, I was rooting for Mojack. I felt like he was going to bring it home, but after seeing Warven and Flame God come together, really proves that teamwork isn't something to be underestimated.
Absolutely. I have my money on the teamwork of Tiki and Warven. I think they've got maybe a more coherent strategy or maybe better complementary play. We'll see. Both sides very active, very, very, very much want this win. They're not going to give it up easily.
Just launching them cubes.
Interesting. Yeah, I like this interesting strategy of one close, one up front. Looks like it didn't work entirely, but it did definitely change up and make them respond to it. Ooh,
turn
Tiki
around,
Warven. Hits on Warven. Oh, Warven just lost almost all of his health just from some bad attention right there.
He is one ball away from a bad day. He better put up a wall. I'm waiting for the disc. Someone's gonna come through with the disc. Pick him off. There it is.
Yeah, they're starting.
Smart man.
They're working on it. Mojack also low, but there it is. Now we're down to a 1-on-1. Flame God versus Tiki for all of the marbles and getting into the finals.
Well, maybe we're starting to see here Flame God was holding his weight this whole match. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see what he can do. He's down to 2 ping, so he is in that danger zone. A good fast disc can take him out.
Nice maneuverability from both
see what-
sides. Oh, it's neck and neck,
I
and
love
Flame
the
God
global
is good.
move.
Oh my goodness. Here comes the seal to deal disc.
Ooh. It's close.
right.
It's
Put
close.
that
Flame
wall
God
up.
keeping those walls up. Both fighters with just a sliver of health left. I think this might be our closest match yet, and that is exactly what we want here on these semifinals.
And the discs cancel each other. Oh, and it's neck and neck again. It can't get any more intense than this. Oh, is he trying to slide it through the dust cloud? Whoa!
Oh!
Let's go! Flame God!
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Celebrating with his teammate. That is amazing play. And truly, all players in that round, great shout out to all of them. They did amazingly. Anyone could have won that, but just Flame God just holding in just long enough and doing exactly what he needed to do to pull out that W.
That's what I'm talking
Banny
about.
here. Opposite of Mojack, it's him and all of his dads.
Yeah.
All of his older brothers.
Here you go. Next tournament, we will look different.
But
Be
for
a little
now,
bit easier to
I'll be honest,
distinguish.
part of me enjoys the sameness. It's a little bit hard for the viewing experience, but it is funny. All
It
right,
is.
let's get everyone into the interview room.
Holy shit.
Man.
Flame God.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh wow! Like that was so close. That was incredibly close. Y'all really did amazing. You brought it home. Warvin, both of you with the cubes. Warvin especially, and then Flame got with that last bit of that last disc.
Yeah, right. I
You,
was just trying to sneak one through a wall, but that he wasn't expecting.
like you could honestly cut the tension with a knife. That was so crazy. Did you how often did you guys prepare before this? Like, did you practice any before this match?
No.
No, really.
No.
What?
Nice.
It was so
We
coordinated.
both never had time, and like we've been dealing with stuff.
We're just
Amazing.
synchronized. We're on the same, like, you know,
Same
we got a mind
brainwave.
palace and we share.
Yeah.
Wow, that was definitely the most intense match we had this tournament, and I am out of words. Like, good job, guys. Flame God, you were there, out in the open, on red health there, against Mojack and Tiki, and somehow you managed to pull this off. How? What? I think I couldn't have done this. Like, wow.
A
Tell
lot
us.
of luck.
No,
it
there
wasn't.
is no luck in this game. it was pure skill. What was
very
your strategy there?
Throw as many things as I can and make sure I don't get hit by their things was about the main thing going through my mind.
I guess it worked pretty well. Wow, that I can't say anything other
Honestly,
than
at a
wow.
loss for words. No, I'm honestly at a
Yeah.
loss for words as well. That was so good, guys. Well, I'll pass this back to our host, but I'm gonna look forward to some more showing in the what is it, the finals next, right? Mr. Yogev, I think
One more semifinal, right?
One more semi. Well, we look forward to your performance coming up then, y'all. Good job again. We'll pass it to our hosts.
Appreciate it.
Wow, good job, guys.
Thank you, FJ and Yogev.
Definitely turned up the intensity with that one.
I could not agree more. I'm very excited for this next semifinal, and even more excited for the final. I want to see another one of those close nail-biters of a match. I was glued to the screen the entire time. And not just because I had to commentate.
I've never been so proud of a Rumbler in my life.
I gotta say, proud of everybody in this tournament. Not the VR game I play the most, but it's one I've gotten to the black belt stage, and I appreciate how difficult all of these things are to do. Everyone in here putting a tremendous amount of time and effort to get this good and to figure out how to play and commit to the tournament.
You know, being good's one thing, but you got to be mentally strong to make it through that.
For sure. All right, without further ado, let's start moving over to our next and final semifinal match. And let's see who is going to make it to the last match of our tournament and take the whole prize. We got Ref Yogev popping in here. And let's announce our teams. All right.
We got Jack and Mister and Manny and Michael G.
All right, and we are off. Ooh, Jack taking a bit of a rough wall. Very close. But every time I see him take a hit, I see him return it so quickly. Ooh, dangerous positioning here.
Oh,
very close to a ring out, but he used that. Did use that to get a ton of damage on him.
Looks like all
Banny's
the
having a hard
action's
time
focused on Banny and Jack here. If you watch in the background, they're just slowly picking at each other, which is kind of fun. Meanwhile,
yeah, very much back to a 1v1 match here, but looks like that did not work out well, and it's going to be Mike G against the devastating onslaught of Jack and Mister.
That was a quick ending.
That was quick and precise. That was, I would say, surgical, which is very hard to do, surgery with a giant rock like that.
Indeed.
All right. Jack and Mister making just a prolific statement saying we are going to the finals and we're going to take this all. But Banny and Mike still have one more round at least. They're saying not yet, guys. We're in this. All right. And we are off. Let's see if we have any different strategy coming out this time. Oh, wow. Almost a ring out right off the bat. That would have been our quickest elimination yet.
Oh, and Banny's taking some heavy damage back there, and he's out.
Wow, two very lightning fast eliminations. Barely able to keep track of that. But now we've got the matchup between Michael G and Jack.
Let's see if Michael G's got the same fire as Flame God.
We'll see if he does, but he is doing well. He has got the lead right now, and he is using that sprint strategy that you love so much to really position himself well. Just weaving through those downed walls. Nice fast strikes. So I'm really seeing it develop kind of almost like a boxing style, where like your boulders and your discs work as like a jab, and your bigger structures that you try to are your stronger punches, your uppercuts, your hooks, your straights.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it.
Ooh.
That's it.
That was a lightning fast elimination by Jack. But all it takes is just a few good hits.
So it looks like Jack and Mister is going to be bringing it to War Riven and Flame God then, huh?
That is exciting. This is a matchup I am very, very interested in seeing. I don't even know who I'm going to say is going to have the better chance here. I think this is probably going to be a very even matchup, but we'll see once we get into the finals. But before that, let's get in with our interviewers, FJ and Yogev, for the last semifinal match. Take it away, guys.
Jack and Mister, good to see you all again from being previous winners up to our current one. So yeah, again, just really good showing as always, as your previous matches. Are you excited for the finals? Like, are you nervous? Like how nervous are you?
It's hard to be nervous when I don't know who I'm playing against. Who am I playing against?
I guess you'll see this in the finals. We will not tell you this right now.
That does make me a bit nervous, yeah.
I will say I'm nervous because Jack's mindset is just different. Mine is I'm scared. Jack just goes out and roll the shit out of people.
Let's skip this chat without any cast words. But yeah, I saw that Mister, you were out of the ring for more than 3 seconds, and that made Jack fight against Benny and Michael G alone for a long time. And you did it, Jack. How did you do that?
2 words: host advantage.
Host advantage. I see. So you're saying that the host being on Europe was the only thing that made you win.
Not the only, but it did help a lot.
Yeah, I know. But
it did also help that when Mister was out, when he was going out, Benny was already in a bad position, luckily, so I was able to finish him before things got too far.
Oh, okay, very nice. Well, it's definitely a testament to both of your skill level there, fellas. Thank you again for joining us here. I'll pass it back on over to our hosts.
Thank you. All right, and any words that you want to say, Rumble Kai, before our finals match?
Yeah, I'm just glad everybody came together today, and I'm having a great time. I hope everybody that's watching is having a great time. I'm seeing some really cool, unique play styles, and that's always really nice to see, especially since a lot of things spawn out of the community, collaborating and working together, and it's just a great day, and I'm glad everybody's here.
I couldn't agree more. I just want to shout out both to the Buckethead, developing team, just for making the game, you for running the Discord that so many people from this tournament have, learned how to play this game from, myself included, and just for everyone participating. You guys have put on a great show, and I'm so excited for this finals match.
Agreed.
All right. Getting a little bit of setup here. Also, maybe a little bit of a chance for our competitors to take a breather.
I'm sure they need a second to prepare for this.
For sure. And now, of course, what is your bet? Who do you think is going to win it all?
Warvin's probably going to kick my butt, but I think Jack's going to win. Jack and Mister.
Jack Mister?
Yeah.
All right. I think it's a solid chance. They definitely put out a display of some amazing skill, but I'm gonna go with Warvin and Flame God. I think they not only didn't practice ahead of time, but in doing this tournament, have grown together as a team, and I think their teamwork is going to take them through to the finals.
Yeah, with Flame God's display of how good he is on 1 bar of health, anything can happen.
This is true. All right. All of our fighters are here. Or almost here. All right, we look to be reset. Our competitors are here. Ladies and gentlemen, or if you're playing Rumble, just the one gentleman, we are here for our finals match. Our team's ready. So adjust our headsets. All right. And on Yogev's mark, begin! And just like we'd expect, we're seeing kind of all of the strategies that have been here throughout the tournament on display here. Movement around the map, trying to switch in behind your teammates, switching opponents and targets. So this isn't just two people who are figuring out 2v2 for the first time. These are teams that know exactly what's worked and what hasn't. And have tried so in a competitive field too.
Flame God's taking out Mr. right now.
Ooh. Mr. taking a lot of damage, and I think Warven holding his own very well against Jack, actually even keeping it even. And Mr. eliminated by a crazy barrage from Flame God. Let's see if Jack can 2v1 it. He's throwing those discs though, he's targeting Warven. Let's see how Flame God responds and if they switch any strategy here. Yeah, see he's getting up close and personal.
Jack just trying to avoid any obstacle, but cannot bring it home.
It's hard to do against two players. Hard to do against the two players that made it to the finals. I think there's no more intense avalanche to be in than on the receiving end if you're 1v2 in this last round.
I think what we're seeing here today is everybody working as a team is really what's going to bring them the victory.
Yeah, I agree with you. Teamwork absolutely makes the dream work. And round 2, we're off. Warven going up aggressive, trying to capture the space. Everyone's switching. Now, something I've noticed in this matchup is the 1v1s tend to move around more, whereas in previous matchups, they seem to kind of be staying in the same spots, firing at each other. Everyone here is just constantly repositioning, and I love to see just the really high-level strategies on display.
Yeah, I think someone who's good at moving around the map is a quality that kind of shows you they're an experienced player.
Jack just coming up behind Flame God and just doing a little bit of a gank right there. That strategy seems to be effective. Almost took him out with that cube. Uh-oh. Now we got a 2v1. Can Warven take out Mr. and then fight off the onslaught that is Jack?
Depends if he can look at two people at once.
That chip damage is coming in. I think that's really one of the strongest strategies is when you're 1v2ing is to either, focus on a line that they can't block and double up, or to keep, coming from different angles and give them no way to respond. All right, and looks like we are going to have it be a trilogy, and that is exactly what we want to see in this finals. Close matches, high intensity, skill, and advanced techniques on display.
We are locked up here, and this is really intense. For the last finals match, it is neck and neck. It can be anybody's game at this point.
Let's rumble for the last time in this tournament. Let's see who can take it all away. A little bit of early damage on each team.
Wow.
Ooh. Jack really knows how to throw those structures in there, but Flame God returning a lot of damage. Jack already down to health and in a bit of a dangerous spot. But positioning to be safe. Ooh, taking heavy damage, and it looks like Warven and Flame God are aiming for him and taking him out first. And I think that strategy might have paid off for them. Mister now in the hot seat. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, they're surgical precision. Let's see what he's got.
Oh. And that's it.
And there it is. I'm not the best rumbler, but I think I got it right there. That was the teamwork that they needed to win. And Jack played amazingly. So did Mister. But it felt like they just got teamed up against in two separate 2v1s. And I am really excited for our final interview, which will be coming up shortly. But we're gonna have our excellent interviewers, Yogev and Jay, for the last time, interview the champions of this tournament. I gotta say, everyone, great job and amazing, amazing victory. Couldn't be more impressed.
Now the interview
was super impressive, and we're just waiting on our two champions to get in here with us.
Understandable. They got to celebrate a little bit.
All right. Hello there, Warriven, Flame God. How are you guys?
Tired.
Oh yeah. Well,
so much energy.
That was the final match of this tournament, and you guys have won. What a way you've come through here. How does it feel to win this tournament?
It feels
Incredibly
great.
good.
I was not expecting it to be whenever we had the client side, or I guess the worst client
yeah,
side.
that
Everybody
was
client
amazing.
side.
This turnaround of events here. I was the host of this one, and you guys from US East, so you had a lot of things, but you still managed to do it. So
amazing.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Very nice, very nice. So, like, y'all really turned that around, and you're our first Rumble 2v2 champions. Just in general, this is the first 2v2 tournament. So again, congratulations. What was going through your head during that very last moment when it was just the 2v1? Like, was it just like a drive to win, or what was happening? Was it panic?
Both.
Both.
I was like, we just gotta get this one guy, throw as much shit at him.
That would be
The only
going through
thought
my
in
head
mind
too.
Was that this is the last second. I need to throw my signature move out there.
Yes.
Alright, guys. Because you're the champions of this 2v2 tournament, do you have a thing that you want to say to our viewers at home?
Stay rumbling, bro. I mean, keep practicing. You can get good.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it, and if you will it, it will happen.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That was amazing. Thanks to all of you for Kenny, Rumble K.A.I, and Soli, and FJM, my partner here in the interview team, and for all of the hosts that were in this event. And for everyone who participated. It could have. I don't know how to speak, but thank you all. And
thank you all. Yes.
Special thanks to you guys too.
Yeah, everybody did great today. I appreciate everybody's efforts and everybody that played. It's a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, and I've never been more proud of anybody in my life. Warriven and Flame God, you guys did so good, and I didn't believe in you, and I'm sorry for that. So.
Now champions.
I knew y'all would win from the start. I never doubted it for a second.
I'm gonna go back and watch.
Go check out your win.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, now you guys get to enjoy the stream. All right, but yeah, I think that is going to be it for all of us here at Rumble K.A.I and me from Ringside VR. Thank you again to everybody, to our announcers, to our commentators, to our competitors, to our refs. and the developers, everyone who made this event possible. You all rock.
Yes, thanks, Sally.
Yep. All right. Any final word, Rumble Kai? This is your event. You made everything possible, and more than anyone else, you've literally moved mountains to make this happen. So, just true round of applause on the stream for this man.
I only have one thing to say.
Clap my controllers together for you, sir.
Absolutely.
You win. One thing.
Y'all did great at putting this together.
Rumbling. I think we should all end this with rumbling sound effects, so everyone get ready for this. 3, 2, 1.